Hello, good day, and welcome to iProLogic.com, the interactive profit logic calculator. Today we're going to give you guys a brief demonstration on how quickly and easy it is you can turn and should turn a very small bankroll into a very large bankroll in a minimal amount of time. And when we say a minimal amount of time, we mean within days, if not weeks. You should be able to amass thousands of dollars in profit using the proper discipline, money management, and of course all the rules and advice we give you. Using our systems, there should be no reason why you should not make a minimum of $50 to $100 per hour. Yes, that's correct. $50 to $100 or more per hour, and you don't have to risk a lot of money. First thing you would like to do is you need to get our calculator. The state-of-the-art algorithm-based calculator is going to help you to make your targets, which we tell you in our member video how to make the profits and how simple it is. Making your targets is obviously making a profit, but making your targets because of the low targets we set keeps you off the wheel. So if anyone is worried or afraid of the wheel tracking you, that won't happen. The first thing you do is you go to iProLogic.com and you go to membership. You click on membership or register, and you can set up the calculator by virtue of putting in your username, your password, and of course subscribing to the calculator for either a weekly or monthly membership. If anyone was to say to me personally, give them $100 a month and they would put thousands of dollars in my pocket, I would have no hesitation doing it. Now, the roulette systems that are available on iProLogic, you would simply go here, even before subscribing or after subscribing, you go to roulette systems, click on roulette system, and you would see numerous systems that we have here for purchase. Each one of these systems in their own right are truly amazing. What we strongly recommend is having this iPro Super 6 system, not because of the price, but because of how efficient and how powerful they are, rather than spending 100 or 150. If your budget only allows you to spend either 100 or 150, then so be it. Okay, this is just actually a cost-effective way of saving $100 or $50, whatever the case may be, and you should have no problems using those systems and in conjunction with the calculator to make the money that you truly deserve. Now, you are going to use a matrix system that we're going to give you, which is a sequential column of numbers that, used the right way, you will make thousands of dollars per month. I assure you of this. Let's show you what the matrix system or the matrix uh, actually spreadsheet looks like, and then we're going to go into actual play and show you how quickly we will turn $50 to $100 in minimal time. So even though we say you're going to do it per half hour or per hour, it's not taking you that long. Okay, this is the iProLogic matrix. Now, as you can see, what happens here is you have 1 through 36 highlighted in yellow. That represents each number on the board. You do not have a 0 there. We're not worried about it. There are some tables that have European tables have single 0, and of course the American tables have double zeros. It does not matter. What we prefer is the European table, only because it has only 1 0, and it gives you more of an advantage. The reason why these letters here, A, B, C, and D, or these numbers are blocked out in each of these columns, is for proprietary reasons. Once you remember, you will be able to see the actual numbers after each one of these. What we did was gave you the first set free, okay, with the numbers spun plus the first number of what you would, of the street that you would play in this particular system that we're giving you. And this is called the iPro single street system. Okay. Without further ado, let's jump into the actual system, and we're going to use the actual numbers that comes under this A, B, C, or D. Obviously, we're not able to show it to you, but we'll use the street and show you just how quickly and easy and how dangerous this system really is. Okay, it's the iPro single street system. Okay, so we're going to get into the actual wheel and show you how this works. Okay, the second to last thing that we're going to show you before starting to actually do some spins is the iProLogic calculator. This calculator truly is an amazing device. Okay, it is not something that you have to download. Once you have internet access, you can use the calculator. Okay, your mobile device, whether it be an iPad, an iPhone, or Android device, tablet, doesn't matter. You put in a starting bankroll, whatever it may be. In this case, only for this demonstration, we're going to use a $200 bankroll, and our total adjusted desired target per spin or per investment we want to ask for is a $2 profit. Now, once this lights up in zeros, then you will know the calculator is set. So we're going to put in $2, and there we go. Now we know the calculator is set. The only thing that's left to do here is to put in the odds. And in this case, with this system, we're going to use the odds of 11 to 1. We ask you, please do not write these numbers down that you see here, only because they will change. Even though they look the same, they're on many occasions after you have a win, they will eventually change based on how much you have won. Because if your bankroll is exceeding what you should have based on the total amount of spins, then instead of you investing more than you should, you're only going to invest the minimals of what they are asking for. In some cases, you will find that the invest amounts are going to be lower than you expected, or it's going to be higher than you expected only because of how many spins you have gone through. There's no system in the world that's perfect, including this, that you will not have a few misses, but we assure you, you will turn the profits that you want to make. Our targets, once you become a member, you will see how simple it is, easy it is to make those targets because you're spending less time on the wheel. So now let's go to the wheel, let's go to the system, and let's show you how quick we're going to do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to force a spin, okay, and get our numbers set up. And I'm going to set up the calculator as well. Okay, our number is 23. We're going to begin. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set. And once you become a member, you're going to have the exactly all of the instructions that you need that even a baby can understand. Okay, so we're going to use 11 to 1 odds, and we're going to put the time at 11:10. Okay, which is 23:10. Okay, so we're just going to put 23:10 here. Okay, and we know our number was 23. Okay, that was what we're going to start with. So we are going to look at the two rows on the sequence of numbers. Uh, so it's 23 and 27. Okay, so we know we're going to play based on this. It's asking for $2 as your base bet. Let me just double check these numbers again. Yeah, 23 and 27. Okay, so you're going to put 2 here on 23 and 2 on 27. So you had a total bet of $4, and that goes in here. Again, we're going to preach till we turn blue. Do not write these numbers down and think you're going to do this on your own. Okay, we're using not the bankroll that we suggest everyone has, but a lot less. Okay, just because this is a demonstration. However, as far as the writing of these numbers down, you're going to beat yourself because we have targets that you need to make. And if you write these down and you are wrong, because they do change based on what happens. If you had a win or you had a loss, these numbers will change, obviously. Okay, what the invest amounts are. And you may have probably gotten close to or made your target and not even know it. And then you continue to play and then go on a negative roll and you end up losing off your profits. Okay, or actually, you should have been off the wheel once you made your target. And the quicker you hit, the less spins that you have put on the board, and that's what we're after. Okay, not how many times you win, but how many times you make your target. Because making your target is your profit. So let's go with our first spin. Okay, it's asking for 4, and we did that. Okay, number 8 came out, so we had a loss. In this video demonstration, sure, I'm going to show you will hit, and I'm glad you do hit, but I am hoping to have a couple of misses so you can see that the calculator is going to do its job. And once your calculator exceeds what you're supposed to have at a specific time or place or amount of spins, it's going to protect your bankroll by reducing the amount of bets, the amount of investment you make. Okay, so our next play is obviously going to be $2 again, it's asking for. So we're going to repeat these numbers, but here's your situation. For proprietary reasons, these are hidden. Once you remember, you're going to have these numbers. You're going to know where to go with them. Okay, so we're gonna go to that. We're gonna set them up, and then we're gonna spin. Okay, so we're gonna put our next set of numbers in We always use two at a time on our sequence, okay? And obviously we have to go back and forth with this video, pausing because we have to go to the actual spreadsheet where all the numbers are. So we know 18 is the next one, and then you spin from there. So your total bet is going to be $6, okay? And you have a hit, so you have to put in here $6. Oh, not 26, but 6. Okay, your return was 24. Okay, you're $14 ahead in a couple of minutes. Let's put it that way. So now that you've hit there, your new sequence of numbers is going to be 25. Okay, so that's a win. And now we know it's going to be 25. In this particular case, you would not be playing right now, right? Because I can tell you right now, your first target was met. So you would have logged out of the system and returned back. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing just to show you. We're going to log out of the system and we're going to just come right back in from logging out. Okay, we just logged back in. So we have a new wheel as if you had taken your 5 or 10 minute break or 2 minute break. And we're going to force a spin. So actually, we're not going to use that previous number of 23. We're at 13. Okay, so this becomes 13. And this is 11 to 1. And we're going to see what the matrix sequence is saying. Okay, so it's saying 13 and 2. So this is asking for $2. And obviously, it's going to be 4. That's why we said, please don't write these down, because if you had not win on this, this would have been different. Okay, so what was that again? It was 13 and 2. Okay, so we're going to put 2 on 13, 2 on 2. So it's a $4 bet. And 35 came down. So you had a loss here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're now going to bring in a rebet, and it's still asking for 2. We're going to bring in our next number. Okay, so that we have to go to the matrix and get. Okay, so let's just double check in the amounts. So we know our next bet is at that straight, and there you go. Next hit again. Okay, so you spent 6. You had a win. You got back 24. Okay, now you're $28 ahead. I know if you're making $20 or $30 an hour at your regular job, you are actually $28 ahead in a matter of 7 minutes. Actually, not 7 minutes, but it's a little bit less. The whole idea is because I'm going back and forth to try to get the numbers without revealing what they are. Either way, I mean it's not bad. $30 profit in 7 minutes. So again, guys, if you want, there are different videos on our ProLogic website that we have of different systems that you can actually look at. And certainly, again, um, just create a membership, username, password, and you'll have access to the calculator. If you want a little more of options, you can go to our other affiliate, SpinPro17.com. There are videos on here as well, but there are various systems as well. Okay, you have the quad system, the street system, the multi-segment system, and the T34 matrix, as well as the Super 6 system. Any one of these systems, including the bundle, gives you a discount. Any one of these systems, they're very powerful. The SpinPro 17 Street system obviously is what you just saw. Um, Easily, you will make $50 to $100 an hour. We just showed you in 7 minutes, you made a profit of $28. So figure taking a break and coming back up, and in a half hour, you should be able to make at least 50. Okay. Hopefully, we will see you on the other side signing up, and you'll be able to go out there and make the money that you truly deserve. I mean, you can look at our videos to have a brief understanding of exactly what you need to do.